Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, may I have your attention, please? Zooming to you from somewhere in the digital universe, this is Far Out Fiesta, episode 209, FOF This Night, October 23rd edition. I am your host and humble narrator, Richard Houghton.
He totally is. Please
give it up for our amazing cast, Kristin Keith.
Yeah.
Robb Hudspeth.
Yay!
And special guest star, original FOF, OG Nicole Hodges. Before we leap headfirst into all the hilarious comedy, quick question. Who has a memorable bus trip? Who has a memorable bus trip? And it could be like a school bus trip or any kind of bus trip. A memorable bus trip, I'll start. I can jog some memories. When you went to school, when I did at North Texas, around Christmas time, you went on a bus to the Globe Theater reconstruction in Odessa, Texas, and did the Shakespeare Festival there. So I rode that bus a couple of years, actually.
Awesome.
Nicole, what about you? Bus ride, memorable bus ride?
I never rode the bus, but I used to ride in a van with about 10 kids to come home, and all I wanted to do was walk home. So I lied to the lady and told her that I was like, oh, my mom's coming to get me. And I walked the same path. So I passed by them when I was on the ground praying for a squirrel that had died, like gotten run over. And then I ran from them. And it was like, all I wanted to do was walk home. So that was my best bus van experience.
That is a good one. Kristin, what about you?
When I was in 10th grade, I think, my high school orchestra, we went to Corpus Christi.
Oh, awesome.
Compete in UIL competitions or whatever.
Nice. Awesome. What about you, Robb?
I was probably, I think, maybe in 11th grade. But it was a student council trip.
Wow.
Going somewhere in Southeast Texas. I can't remember where we were going or why.
Must have been real important.
Hey, we're getting the hell out of Kilgore. That's all I care about. Anyway, what was memorable about that trip was on the way down, we were on some old country road, and we passed by a bunch of KKK people who were having a bit of a rally there. And so our teacher, our sponsor, asked the bus driver to turn around so we could drive back past the KKK people again so we could flip them off.
Oh, that's what you want to do.
And our black bus driver really got a kick out of it, let me tell you.
Awesome.
Seeing a whole bunch of white kids flip off the KKK.
Yeah.
That is very, very memorable. All right.
That is fabulous.
Dangerous.
Well, the KKK is going to chase down a school bus of white kids.
What if they get a car and they would just start swinging?
As always.
Tonight's episode 209 FOF This Night,
is based on
a true story.
We have a great show for you tonight.
By our standards.
We'll be kicking things off with everyone in their right mind's favorite segment, Trending on FOF. And we're mixing it up a little bit tonight.
Yeah, we'll be joined by audiobook authors who have very different takes on the legendary Paul Bunyan.
From Trader Joe's?
Only if they let giant lumberjacks work at Trader Joe's.
Yeah, I don't like that tone. That's strike one.
Oh.
Trending on FOF, audiobook author guests, stir in a couple of fake commercials, nothing but lists, and a practical kung fu sketch, and...
You kind of have a show.
That is a show.
Kind
of. Coming up next, Trending on FOF.
Okay, you said that we're mixing it up a bit in Trending on FOF. So what does that mean?
Our stories come from a less traditional source than our usual trending sources.
Scary. So is that it?
Rather than saying how the stories impact us, we will be doing our own mini teleplay on our take on each story.
Okay, that's even scarier.
Embrace your fear. It will only make you stronger.
Well, thank you, Mr. Miyagi.
Mr. Miyagi. Oh, okay. I am a short Asian man. Strike sucking 3.
Hey, wait a minute. There wasn't a strike 2.
I'm not speaking to you for the rest of the show.
How would that even work?
After this word from one of our sponsors, you will see trending on FOF.3 beta version.
It's just trending on FOF.
Oh, yeah. So what do you think we should call it, Kristin? Kristin?
The Puppet and Human Law Offices.
The Puppet and Human Law Offices have over 30 consecutive months of experience helping injured bros and hoes get the dough that they dig.
With the assistance of giant puppet birds, call hashtag. The Puppet and Human Law Offices have over 30 days of experience helping injured puppets get the dollar bills they dig.
With the assistance of people lawyers. Call hashtag, tag, or make popsicle stick tiki torches.
Person now. I'll be a puppet in the next one.
You weren't supposed to say that.
My car's cruise control caused my car to not signal on a lane change and crash into someone who had even less insurance than I did.
Yeah, I got the victim what she deserved. So call hashtag, tag, or write to the phone book.
I got enough moolah to buy a month's worth of Piv Extra.
Results may vary.
This time, I'm a puppet.
You weren't supposed to say that.
I forged a check that I pulled out of my landlady's puppet laundry bag, and because of that, I wrecked out on one of those scooters.
Dark.
The landlady oppressed me.
I got victim the dollar bill she digs.
The Puppet and Human Law Offices.
Call hashtag. Or play Louie on the spoons.
Call tag, hash. Or just stop, drop, and tap dance some Morse code.
The Puppet and Human Law Offices.
All right. So I guess Kristin, you still not talking to me? Richard, can she do this?
Note, these stories were trending as of 9:47 a.m., 9/12/20. I'd rather not mention the source.
As we mentioned in the show intro, tonight's trending on FOF will be a little different.
Our research has shown that while the trending on FOF segment has been extremely popular among mop artisans.
But people who make custom mops?
That's right. Everybody but Rob. Trending on FOF is extremely popular with mop artisans, but we'd like to focus on a slightly broader demographic.
It's all about the analytics, baby. Tonight, instead of just determining whether the stories we're including impact us directly, we thought we would do teleplays of our impressions of these stories.
Okay, thousands of people have said that will never work.
And you would have to be insane to try it.
I laugh maniacally in the face of insanity. First up, the untold truth of Dick Cheney.
This teleplay will be about that infamous hunting incident that happened in 2006. How can this be trending anywhere?
Hi, I'm Dick Cheney, and it's 2006, and I want to shoot some quail.
And I'm Miss Whittington, a good friend of the Cheneys.
Do you have a first name, Mrs. Whittington?
I do, but I've forgotten it. Once I became a Mrs., that became my identity.
Gross.
I am Harry Whittington. I am 30 yards away from Dick.
30 yards away from Dick? That sounds like a title of Kristin's autobiography.
That was uncalled for. It's a pretty good joke, though.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe you shouldn't talk to Nicole either, then, Kristin. Kristin?
As I mentioned, I'm 30 yards away from Dick Cheney. I'll just make my face larger and extremely visible to him.
Oh, are you sure that's a good idea, Mr. Whittington? Dick is pointing that shotgun right at your visible...
Quiet, dear. The vice president knows what he's doing.
Yes. Blammo! Die, you quail with a human face!
Whoa! Right in the face! That's a hell of a lot of buckshot for a face, even from a vice president.
My face and chest have been peppered with buckshot. I bet the chicks will dig it.
Wounded faces and chests make me horny AF. Please try not to lose consciousness, Harry.
The sport of quail shooting ensures that this will happen. It goes with the turf.
Not sure it does.
Harry, don't you think you should apologize to the vice president?
Oh, for my face getting in his way? Yeah, good idea. My family and I are deeply sorry for all that Vice President Cheney and his family have had to go through this past week.
We send our love and respect to them as they deal with situations that are much more serious than what we've had to deal with this week. Harry, do you think that will be enough to keep the vice president from shooting you in the face again?
Oh, fingers crossed.
Okay, wait. Hold still there, Harry. There's a quail in front of your face.
Next up, the untold truth of Del Taco.
Do we have Del Taco here?
Back the suck off. This is the next story we're doing.
Fine. Sorry, why is everybody so edgy?
Our Del Taco teleplay begins now. I'm talking to you again, Rob.
Oh, all right. Well, thank goodness. You know, you do need to fix your hair.
Don't blow it.
One of the most wonderful things about Del Taco is that you can eat Mexican-style food and classic American food all at once.
Because sometimes you just want fries with your burrito.
Welcome to Del Taco. May I take your order?
We have two little words for you, my new Del Taco friend. Go bold.
French fries in your milkshake?
Secret sauce.
Okay, so that's it? Really? So how are these trending items chosen?
Next up, the biggest scandals to ever hit MasterChef.
Here comes the teleplay.
I am Network 10. I am MasterChef Australia.
Okay. Hello, Network 10. Do you have any announcements about MasterChef Australia?
Yes, we're letting all three judges go.
That's it? Why is that even a scandal? Are we done?
Two more.
Really?
Okay, next teleplay. Whatever happened to Coolio?
I am Coolio. I appeared on TV both as myself and in supporting roles and in a number of movies, including Batman and Robin.
I am Coolio. I rap, I cook, I act.
I am Coolio. I was in line to portray the Scarecrow in a future Batman film.
I am Coolio. My other notable credits include Sabrina the Teenage Witch, The Nanny, and a voiceover role on Futurama.
I am Coolio. Don't forget my memorable turn in 2004's Dracula 3000, Infinite Darkness. That wasn't really a teleplay.
Next story. Mistakes you're making when you cook sweet potatoes.
There is no sucking way in the world that sweet potatoes are trending.
I am Dean, the sweet potato, and I am an extremely hardy and durable vegetable.
It takes a really long time and lots of cigarette smoking behind the trash cans for me to go bad.
Under the right conditions, I can last notoriously long.
I am very upset that I am in a wet, hot environment.
I need to be in a dry, somewhat cool, but not too cool environment. Room temperature is really perfect for me.
And according to the North Carolina Sweet Potato Commission, putting me in the fridge can yield a hard center and may negatively affect my state.
Additionally, you may find that refrigerated, I get a bit dry and shriveled.
Dry and shriveled, huh?
Please don't make yet another wiener joke.
This has been trending on FOF. Next up, we will meet author Gainey Mitzi. She will be discussing her new audiobook, Search for the Real Paul Bunyan.
It is with great pleasure and very little nausea that I introduce our next guest, author Gaynor Mitzi. Gaynor is here to discuss her new Search for the Real Paul Bunyan audiobook.
Audiobook? Was it written as a regular book first?
Stop interrupting.
It's okay, Kristin. I'm used to working with dummies who can't keep their mouths shut.
I can keep my mouth shut. See?
I wrote Search for the Real Paul Bunyan as an audiobook first and then a regular book.
I'm not sure that's possible.
Am I going to keep getting crap from both of you?
No, they will be on their best behavior.
Booger.
Poop.
That's their best behavior. So, Gaynor, what incited your fascination with Paul Bunyan?
I'm not going to mince words, Kristin.
Oh, good, because our words mincer is broken. So,
as a man as large as the legendary Paul Bunyan would also likely be extremely well hung.
Yikes! I never thought of that.
I'm fascinated by the tall tale penis.
Aren't we all?
No.
I mean, not that fascinated. Was little fascinated in college.
Well, remind our viewers about the myth of Paul Bunyan.
He's not a myth. He exists.
Well, then tell us about the real Paul Bunyan. And you don't look sore. I mean, I would think a unit of that size.
Yes, I'm going to need reconstructive surgery.
Is it worth it? Was it worth it?
The jury is still out. As a child, Paul Bunyan was always hungry. His parents needed 10 cows for milk. He ate 50 eggs and 10 pounds of potatoes every day.
What was the toilet situation at the Bunyan house?
Bunyan's calcified poops are the Great Barrier Reef. Once, Paul rolled over in his sleep and caused an earthquake.
Hey, Richard, one time I rolled over in bed and caused a fart.
Oh, time out, boys. Please tell me more about Paul Bunyan, Gaynor.
Paul had the strength of many men. He was also extremely fast. He could turn off a light, then jump into bed before the room got dark. 120 O's a minute.
O's? Orgasms? Oh, can I have his number?
One day, blue snow fell in Maine. Paul put on his snowshoes and discovered a blue ox stuck in the blue snow. He kept the blue ox and named him Babe. And even when he warmed up, he stayed blue.
Oh, yes. Babe is on our show later. Yeah, he has also written an audiobook.
That sucking liar, disgruntled employee, hoax, fake. Nobody told me he'd be here. I am out.
What, was she stormed off the set? Guy, help me. Oh. Okay, you two are out of timeout.
Rob wants a cookie to come out of timeout.
I don't have a cookie. I already ate it.
Well, then you can owe me. Okay, well, next up, nothing but lists.
God, that segment went in an uncomfortably sexual direction. I'm just making an editorial comment.
Nothing but lists is just what it sounds like. Random lists of 4 with no rankings.
Ambidextrous people. Albert Einstein, Maria Sharapova, Leonardo da Vinci, and Nikola Tesla.
Competitive waffle eaters. Joey Chestnut, Crazy Legs Conti, Super Paul Barlow, Lauren Yarbrough.
South Park episodes. Terrence and Phillip in Not My Anus. Good Times with Weapons. Make Love. Not Warcraft.
Black Sabbath. Tony Iommi. Geezer Butler. Bill Ward. Ozzy Osbourne.
Massage techniques. Hot stone. Aromatherapy. Deep tissue. Trigger point.
Wacky packages. Muleboro. Warritos. Band-Aid. Wikis.
Rick and Morty episodes. Morty Night Run. Rick Potion number 9. Total Recall. The Ricklantis Mix-Up.
Viking episodes. In the uncertain hour before the morning. Treachery. A good treason. Blood Eagle.
Thai dishes. Pad Thai. Tom Yum. Mango sticky rice. Drunken noodles.
T-Rex Records. Bolin Zip Gun. T-Rex Electric Warrior. Futuristic Dragon.
Tango moves. Forward steps, side steps, traveling ochos, and the Argentine cross.
Poisonous snakes. Western cottonmouth. Texas coral snake. Western pygmy rattlesnake. Southern copperhead.
After this commercial, it's Practical Kung Fu. Witness protection.
Spoils. Dangerous expired groceries.
Because you haven't fallen for the whole fresh food myth.
Spoils. Signature foodborne illness cheese tray. Impress your guests on the way to the hospital with a special selection of signature cheeses like Green American.
Spoils. Double creme brie. Sharp yellow cheddar. Many coughed on, others merely improperly stored.
Assortments are accompanied by licked Turkish figs.
Spoils. Meat and cheese followed by prolonged projectile vomiting tray.
Spoils. Savory slices of sweated on roast beef. Home-style puffy eye remedy turkey. And oven-roasted contact lens fluid chicken. And Black Forest ham.
Serves 12 to 16.
Spoils. Slightly used food.
Practical Kung Fu. How can they not be understanding this?
I don't know. We've been explaining it for hours.
Bud, Lewis, do you understand what's going on?
We're being castrated, Lewis.
Relocated, bud.
Well, maybe they can recastrate us too, Lewis.
But we're not already castrated, bud. We'd have to let them castrate us. Then stitch our nutsacks back on. Then do it all over again.
Kung Fu, Lewis.
Kung Fu, bud.
I'm getting a little tired of explaining this to you knuckleheads.
Let me try. You gentlemen witnessed a Candy Town hit in Tic-Tacville. There are federal charges against Tito Face, and you two are the only ones who can positively identify him at the trial.
Yeah, allow me to retort. We are not gentlemen.
The entire purpose of the witness protection program is to keep the knuckleheads like you safe.
So that you can testify at Tito Face's trial.
Do we get free coffee and or water?
I think so.
By when can you check?
The most dangerous part is when you return to testify.
Oh, well, me and Lewis will just wear really bright clothes so that everybody knows Who needs to be protected?
What happens after the trial?
Once the trial is over, it is time for you two to enter your new life.
Okay, well, you know, our old lives consisted mostly of appreciating mildew growth.
Once the trial is over, you will be given some money while you look for your next job.
Correction. First job.
We've never really had a job.
Open the door, Bev.
The door is open.
Here they are. Hey, it's Bud and Lewis.
Tito-faced henchmen right here, right for the murdering.
Oh, it sounds like they're inviting more people to this awesome party. Kung Fu, Bud.
Kung Fu, Lewis.
That was Practical Kung Fu, witness protection. Next up, it's teasing vice presidents from the early 1900s.
Charles Warren Fairbanks was the 26th vice president of the United States.
Charles Warren Fairbanks, you look like a ventriloquist dummy that has been partially transitioned into a human.
Charles Warren Fairbanks, your feet are smaller than a duck's.
Calvin Coolidge was the 29th vice president of the United States.
Calvin Coolidge, nice mustache. Is that why you wet the bed?
Calvin Coolidge, nice comb over. How short are you, douche dingus?
James Schoolcraft Sherman was the 27th vice president of the United States.
James Schoolcraft Sherman, where did your chin go, Sonny Jim? Oh, that's it? Under that huge nose. Oh.
James Schoolcraft Sherman, first VP to fly on a plane, first VP to fart on a plane.
Thomas Riley Marshall was the 28th vice president of the United States. Dumb hair, porn mustache, dull toupee hair.
Thomas Riley Marshall, your hair looks like a doll toupee.
Thomas Riley Marshall, nice porn mustache, Johnny Rod.
All right, next up, author Babe, the Blue Ox, joins us to discuss the dark side of Paul Bunyan. All right, well, we can't thank you enough for being here, Babe, the Blue Ox.
Oh, thank you for having me, Rob, the whatever you could call your skin color man.
Wait, who's she?
I'm Babe's handler.
Why does he need a handler?
His overseer is on FMLA.
What's he trying to hide?
Babe, I can't tell you how much I appreciate you being on our show, because that would be lying.
So I read your audiobook, The Dark Side of Paul Bunyan.
You read my audiobook.
And I found myself wondering why I should believe you.
Okay, hey, be cool, Nicole.
Has a giant verbalizing blue ox ever lied to you?
Babe answered that question with a question.
Duh.
Tell us about yourself then, Babe.
As an infant,
Wait, what? Are you trying to talk like Popeye or something?
As an infant, I grew very quickly. One night, Paul left me in a small building. The next morning, he found me with the small building on my back.
Was your relationship with Paul always this toxic?
Who says my relationship with Paul is toxic?
Hey, wait, but your audiobook is called The Dark Side of Paul Bunyan.
You have a handler and are in a litigation.
He doesn't have to answer that question.
Paul taught me to help with his work. Some of it was super deep ops and freaky.
Deep ops? Divert, disrupt, delay, or destroy.
No comment.
Babe.
I was very useful.
Way more useful than Miss Chirpy Butt here.
Is that me?
Babe, tell me, this toxic relationship with Paul Bunyan?
Once I had trouble moving trees along the road that was not straight.
Babe, no, hey, no, toxic relationship.
Oh, tied along to me.
Interesting. End or tip?
No comment.
Toxic relationship? Are you getting to that?
I dug my feet in the ground and pulled with all my strength until
Okay, guess not. I guess not. I guess you're just not going to get to it, are you?
the road became straight.
Oh, that's it.
While my feet were dug into the ground.
That's enough.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah, this interview is over. Come on, babe.
It takes me a minute. I'm a big blue ox. Most modern architecture isn't big blue ox accessible.
Okay, so we didn't learn a damn thing about the Ox's audiobook.
Or the Lumberjacks.
Score!
Finally, a lot to think about. A lot to think about.
That is going to do it for tonight. I'd like to leave you with this. Check your air filters.
What does that have to do with the show?
Okay, wait, are we going to do this again? Oh, no. Kristin, are you not talking to me again? Kristin?
Everyone else but Rob. This has been FOF This Night, October 15th edition.
On October 23rd.
Oh,
This has been episode 209 for Fiesta This Night, October, originally scheduled for 15th, now 23rd edition. I have been your host and humble narrator, Richard Houghton. Please
Lots of
give
time
it up
traveling
for
on this
our amazing cast, Robb Hudspeth,
yeah.
Kristin Keith, and special guest artist, Nicole Hodges. Before we leave you tonight, does anybody got any final thoughts? If you haven't voted, vote. I think
Yes.
early voting closes pretty soon here in Texas, so if you haven't done it, do it. If you miss early voting, still vote. Vote. Please vote.
Yes.
Vote and drink your Ovaltine.
And there's also, speaking of voting, there's a 48-hour film competition, and they're having the screening online on Sunday.
Cool. What is the name of the
Knowing
competition?
that, you just never know who might show up in those things.
Where is this? Where is the screening?
It's online.
Oh. And what is it
It's
called?
on the intranets.
Pray tell. How do we find it?
I guess search 48-hour film competition.
Got it.
There was in Dallas that was done about 3 or 4 weeks ago. Finally screened the films online.
All right. Cool.
It's the
I
future.
Well, I'll be out of town, but I'll watch it sometime. I promise. Anything else?
There's no online out of town, so you know.
My mom doesn't have great Wi-Fi.
I understand.
Likely excuse.
Well, yeah, it was pretty good, right? All right. Thanks, everybody.
Right.
Good night.